You don't have to just live with anxiety. I've worked with many people that have experienced anxiety for a long time, probably the best part of their life, but you don't have to live with it forever. So the truth is, we're not born with chronic anxiety. We're not born with an anxiety disorder. It's something that we develop due to our life experiences, and sometimes there really is a really quite poignant root cause that I get to with clients through hypnotherapy, and other times there can be accumulation of lots of different things that can be causing or adding to the anxiety that we experience. But I wanted to come on live because I hear sometimes through people that I have conversations with and that come to me through support is that they've almost been taught or been told, even by professionals, that anxiety is just something that they've got to live with, and a level that is an anxiety, kind of chronic anxiety as well, and that a lot of clients that I work with initially come to me with hope that things can change, but actually when I question and ask them about their beliefs that whether it would change, often people will say to me that they're not really sure that it can get better, and because they've tried lots of different things and it hasn't already. But that isn't true. You absolutely can. And I've worked with people who have come and had a complimentary call with me, so we've literally had a cuppa and a chat, and they've talked about how long they've been experiencing anxiety. It's been years, and they're not quite sure whether they can feel better or get better. And then amazingly, sometimes it happens straight after the complimentary call. It's amazing. It's like a weight just lifts off and that anxiety reduces. But sometimes just within a couple of sessions, that anxiety has significantly reduced, because rather than looking at general advice around anxiety or picking up general tips about how to help themselves in anxiety, we really look together at what is causing and perpetuating and keeping that anxiety cycle going round. Now, each person, the technique that works for each person is different, and this is where working with a professional really makes a difference, because the advice that's online is often very general. It's often evidence-based, which is amazing. Well, at least the sources I go to, it's evidence-based, but it doesn't necessarily account for differences in you and your personality, your preferences, your life experiences, what is causing it in the first place. So if I take an example, breathing, a standard breathing technique, breathing is really effective, but you might have not found that effective because it's not the best strategy for you, or that particular breathing technique doesn't work for you. So for example, I work with people that can be quite triggered using breath work, and it actually can exacerbate their anxiety. It can make things worse. So what do you do then? And that's where we look at creating bespoke strategies that can help you regulate your nervous system, but actually in a way that's going to work for you and in the situation that you need it. So I'd like to just leave on this point, because the main point of why I've come live today is that if you are experiencing anxiety to a level where it is impacting on your life and your functioning, it doesn't have to be this way. You absolutely can find relief, so you can get to feel more in control, feel more calmer and feel safer. But perhaps you haven't yet found the right thing for you to help you. So maybe that's, a specific strategy, a specific therapy. And the other thing that I really am such a believer in, and it's something that I apply in my own life, And I have to think to myself, when I want something different in my life, I've got to be willing to do something different to get it. Because if I just continue to do the same things, I'm always just going to get the same outcome. So there's a really beautiful saying, and it is, if you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. So it's really quite simple. If you want something different, so if you want relief from anxiety, you want to feel calmer or safer or more in control, you want to be able to show up at work or social events without the crippling anxiety, then you need to do something different to help you to get a different result if you're continuing to get the same. Okay, so if you are inspired by anything that I have said, just pop me a hi in a DM. I'd love to start a conversation. Perhaps it will lead to me inviting you to a complimentary conversation with me where we can continue to just see what would be right for you. But absolutely, I love to connect with you. Do feel free to pop me a message, and I look forward to speaking to you soon. Bye for now.